Today, I want to talk about one rule that you need to start following as a leader that will set you up to win in so many different leadership scenarios. The great part is it's incredibly simple and it will have almost an immediate impact on your role clarity health score. When I mention role clarity or role clarity health, I'll get this response like, I'm not really into role clarity or that's not for my personality. Role clarity is not a choice. It's a reality as much as our blood pressure is a reality. Our blood pressure is either helping our bodies to function optimally, or it is known as the silent killer because it can have no warning signs and lead to life-threatening conditions. Role clarity is either helping you to lead effectively and setting up your team to succeed, or it can be the silent culture killer, not apparent until the problems that it produces require a huge amount of energy, time, and resources to address. The solution for both blood pressure and role clarity is all about being proactive. A doctor can outline a plan of action that over time will lead to lower blood pressure. It is a clear plan, it has definitive action steps, but it must be part of a lifestyle in order to produce the desired results. As a young leader, I remember feeling desperate for a simple plan, a way to communicate what it is that I wanted and needed from my team. I didn't know the words for it yet, but I was struggling with how to give them role clarity. I just wanted someone to answer me this question. What plan could I commit to that meant that I was being proactive and giving my team the clarity they need to take ownership and to thrive? I was looking for something that could become part of my leadership lifestyle. I thought I needed a perfect plan, but what I really needed was a rule. There's this great idea that comes from historical Christianity about a rule of life. In the 6th century, a monk named Saint Benedict wrote a book titled The Rule of Saint Benedict. The book and rule of life were all about giving guidelines and commitment to how the order would live their lives. The focus was on creating a structure that set each person up to succeed. The word rule in this context comes from the Latin word regula, which is closely connected to the idea of a trellis in a vineyard being responsible for directing the plant in the way it should grow. The trellis was there to curb the plant's tendency to wander. The rule of life created a structure for the monks that kept them focused and disciplined on the few things that mattered most. When it comes to mastering role clarity, we as leaders need to commit to a rule of leadership. Not only to creating clarity about the ownership that we want our team to take, but a rule that gives me structure for making sure that I'm giving each person the clarity they need. The rule that I have seen transform teams is the 4 roles rule, and it simply says this: everyone on our team, in our organization, will know their 4 key roles. You can later work to add ownership and success measures for each of those 4. But if you just started with this base commitment that everyone will know their 4 key roles, you would immediately vault to the very top tier of leaders in terms of leaders that are setting their team to succeed by setting clear expectations. You would have the structure in place that forces you to focus and gives you the foundation for leading your team from a place of health. Looking back, one of the biggest misconceptions I had was that a rule or plan for role clarity was for my team. The person who most needed a rule and structure was actually me. I needed a clear expectation set that I was responsible for delivering some base level of clarity to the incredible people who were allowing me to lead them. Don't think this rule will make a difference? Test it out. Stop right now. Write down a team member or team members' names and jot down what you consider to be their 4 key roles. Then take a few minutes and go and sit with them and ask them, what do you consider to be your key roles? Don't mention the number 4 and just let them talk. Then compare your answers to their answers, see where they lined up and where you were different. And then think about this. If you both had immediately wrote down the exact same 4 answers, how much better would you be positioned to lead them well, to set clarity and expectations, to let them know what it is that you're wanting to see from them, and where would they be better set up to see where they can take responsibility and ownership and really feel like they're winning their position? Role clarity does not have to be complicated. You can begin the journey by just committing to the 4 roles rule. And at that point, you have the foundational piece in place to begin revolutionizing the way you create role clarity for your team.